Hello, we're going to talk about our base 10 number system and how it interacts with multiplication. Um, let's say we had three ones, just three in our one spot, three number cubes. We'd obviously write that digit as three, just three in the ones place. And we continue doing just writing a single digit, right here we'd have instead of three, we'd have five in the ones place. And we do that right up until we get nine. Most of us are very familiar with that. Um, the difference comes when we add that 10th one. Because when that 10th one comes in, we no longer leave them in the ones place. We take and we move them to the tens place. So we'd gather up all of these ones, put them together, and turn them into one of those tens. And this 110, we write 1 in the 10 spot and 0 in the ones place. And that's how they get grouped together. Same goes for tens. Once we have 10 of these up here, we group them together, those 10 tens, and we would now have one hundreds block, and that number would be written 1 in the hundreds, 0 in the tens, 0 in the ones. Hopefully this is all review. What happens when we start multiplying is that grouping can be easier, especially if we're multiplying by tens or hundreds. Say we have back to our three ones. So we're over here, we got 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do a multiplication problem, let's say 3 times 10, to find out what that equals. So each one of these, that means we're going to take and we're going to have 10 groups of 3 or 3 groups of 10. So we'll take our one of them, and get one group of 10. Take a second one, and make it another group of 10. And take our third one and turn that into a group of 10. Now instead of having 3 ones, we have no ones because we've grouped them all into 3 tens. Each one of the ones became 10 because it was 3 times 10. 1 10, 2 10, 3 tens. So our total answer is 3 in the 10 spot, 0 in the ones place, or 30. Same thing happens when you get the tens. You can take each one of the, if you're taking 30, or 3 tens and 0 ones, and you multiply that by 10. You take each one of these, and you take 1 10, and you get 10 of them. Well, 10 tens is the same as 100. So then we got 100. The next one becomes 200, 300, until you're left with 3 hundreds, 0 tens, and 0 ones. Or 30 times 10 gives us 300. Each place value spot means it's 10 times higher than the one it was to the right. So if I have a digit like 4 in the 10 spot and I have the same one in the ones, 4 tens means the 4 in the tens is 4 times bigger than the 4 in the ones. I get 4 of these, or if we were talking money, it would be 4 $10 bills versus 4 $1 bills. And that really helps make multiplying by tens much easier, because regardless of what you have, you're taking your each digit and moving it to that next place value. If I have 2 ones and I'm taking and I'm going to multiply that by 10, so I got my 2 ones and I'm taking 2 times 10. I know that I'm just taking it and moving it into that tens place value. I have 2 groups of 10. That's why 2 times 10 is 20, because 20 literally means two groups of 10, no groups of 1. My two ones become two tens.